Oh, hey, Biafra. 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 Oh, hey, Biafra.
don't know. So I should delete that one for the ears. Can you try on this?
Still the same thing, did it?
So this is not on yet. So I think it's aware of it.
Oh, no, Here's what? It is already working. See? That's right now. That's good now. That's the AC I need to fix.
Get some work done now, man. Yeah, finally.
Right? What happened? AC, that's the man who fixed it. That's just fixed it. Somebody's to fix it.
You have gas, bro? You good? I'm not good. Cool.
Yeah. How is that internet?
Or do you not want to block it? You could block the call, or do you not want to block it? You could block the call. Yeah, so you can come. I know, but like block it automatically. Like on do not disturb. We try to mind it. If I want you to
All right, my brothers, you're all welcome. My name is Ike Peters. All right, you're all welcome to this edition of Town Hall meeting. My name is Ike Peters. Ike Peters, I hail from Newi. Newi is in Newi province of Biafra land. Okay, before we get started, or before we go on this is in New York, organized by the New York chapter of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. I would like this occasion to be opened by our coordinator, Mazi Uche Mefor. Please speak to the audience. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
You are all welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Today is a great day here in New York City. By the way, my name is David Ezekwesili. I'm from Umwagonopi. I'm the principal servant here in New York State. At the same time, I have other coordinators working with me that are here. Pastor Thomas and Mazi Uche. My deputy is the one that introduced me to you guys. So it's a great opportunity to have our deputy leader, Mazi Uche Mefor, in our midst. So we thank Chukwu Kikabiama for great journey mercy He grant unto him to be here with us today. We thank we thank our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who made it possible for us to be here today. Because if not for his wisdom and his obedience, we wouldn't have been here. I would not know any of you guys. So we appreciate him and the entire family. And also, I have to appreciate every one of you that are sitting here, because it's less than 2 weeks plan that put us where we are today. And this is to show that when our leader says that 100 men hardcore will give us Biafra. New York zone, I can witness that, because in less than 2 weeks we just put this together. because you guys are hardcore. So I appreciate every one of you, and as I can say that this is the best zone of IPOB in the Western Hemisphere. So I am proud of you guys. Also, here today is Mazi Uche Mefor live. Thank you and welcome.
Here. All right. Thank you, my brothers. With this, I have to hand over the microphone to our deputy leader, Mazi Uche Mefor. I don't know. Amramafani do you, but I have a name for him. Aquarano. Atakata Bufuro. Emma and Dana Kugu, the only fact what happened on Nam Dicano, the thing at Topiamis. As an anno, you know your son. I know you know your son, that's a big name. Only tably. So, Mazi, you're welcome to the United States. We're welcoming you. I saw him first in Washington. Neje kama we introduce to him I Peters. Although easy, you know, we talk together, do everything together with Anyara from one. But for the imagination. Okay, sometimes you know we start imagining what the other person looks like, and believe me, I'm a very bad person at imagining things, because I've been hearing some people, the day I see them, they don't look anything like what I've been imagining, which means I'm not very good at that. The day I saw Mrs. Anya, Nenayanya, my goodness, I was like, two people, Obidio, the day I saw him, I was like, wow, Monyako Mountain. But he didn't, in my imagination, he was like a small person. So you're welcome, Mazi Mefor, you're welcome to the United States.
Thank you.
So on this juncture, I have to hand over the microphone and let you speak to us. First of all, but before he finishes, I'm going to, it's going to be question and answer session. I'm going to have to create numbers and give each of you a number, those who want to ask questions, and then we have to go from there. If we call your number, you will get up and ask your question and sit down so it can be orderly. All right, Mazi Mefor, over to you.
IPOB,
One family.
IPOB,
One family.
one family.
IPOB.
Thank you very much. I am happy to be in your midst today. Not because this was arranged or pre-arranged. We were in
Canada.
Washington. Yes, we were first in Canada and then in Washington. And I was also planning to leave from there. But I was also, my attention was called that I cannot just come to United States of America and live without the New York family, seeing me. And for me, it was a very great honor. And without any equivocation saying that I am very happy to be in your midst. Indeed, there are Biafrans. As we gather, as we rub minds together, we should not be doing so like others who are out there, because there is every sense of urgency surrounding us. Our people are dying. There is genocide against us. Our enemies are not sleeping. They are working day in, day out, night in, night out. And their mission is to totally exterminate us. Our people who are in position of authority are not helping matters. They are even the ones arranging our killings, the maiming, the spilling of the blood of innocent. But it appears to me that most of us in the diaspora, especially in the Americas, and precisely the United States of America, are yet to understand the enormity of the task ahead. I'm not talking about all of us here, because I know that you have been propelled by the Spirit of the Most High God to rescue your own people. I am talking about the wider Biafran families in the United States of America. Some of them have all it takes to confront our enemies. Some of them are proud members of the American society, in the sense that they are in positions of authority. But where are they today? Do you have anybody in the government of the United States here?
No.
Why is the situation the way it is? Why are they not here? Is it because we have not made any noise towards making sure that the attention are drawn to the carnage, to the horror being directed against our people? Is it that we have not evangelized enough? Is it that we have not written them? Is it that there is something that makes them to snub us? Maybe somebody will have to explain to us. But having said that, we must continue to do what we are doing. We must continue to be prepared to do even more. Our leader, Mazi Uche Mefor, is nowhere to be found as we speak. Wherever he is, it shall be well with him. Nnamdi Kanu was not attacked because Muhammad Buhari came all the way from Daura to attack him. Nnamdi Kanu was attacked through the treacherous act of our own brothers, our own fathers, who claim to be representing us. They call themselves elders in Biafra land. When we say this, people say we are making sweeping allegations. But if we are actually making sweeping allegations, why is it that they have not? The Southeast governors, for instance. In fact, the entire governors in the whole of South and whole of Southeast. Why is it that the members of the clergy, why is it that community leaders, why is it that all these association groups you are hearing fronting Muhammad Buhari organization, what it was Aki Kenga, all of them. Why is it that they have not come out to ask for what happened to their own sons? Why is it that they have not asked questions as to the carnage, the terrorism unleashed on our people? Their complicit silence, their criminal silence speaks volume. Of course, it is no more history. It is no more something new. It's no more a news that the Southeast governors first prescribed IPOB. And within 12 hours, the Nigerian military said that we are terrorists. And they popped champagne. And up until today, they are now telling us that we are miscreants, that we have to be rehabilitated. Because maybe We are the ones responsible for invading communities in Biafra land, raping women, devastating farms. Maybe we are the ones carrying AK-47, going about killing innocent people. What we are seeing, what we know of, run contrary to all these suggestions. Our people are wicked, especially the so-called elders. I'm very sure that we have elders here. When we say our elders are wicked, we don't mean every of our elders. There are so much to be talked about, but the good ones among our elders are in the minority. The majority are after their own selfish interests. Why are we focusing our attention to them or towards where they are? We are focusing our attention because in our communities, in our societies, we have so much respect for elders. And what we will ordinarily react angrily to, we restrict ourselves because an elder is in our midst. But the question is, for how long are we going to wait? When abomination has been allowed in our communities, in our societies to grow wings and legs, and they even move as human beings and live among us. The question we are asking is, for how long can we wait? And what are we supposed to do? Our people are dying in the process. These people have come to destroy us. More importantly and unfortunately, the people we trust to protect us are going to beg our enemies to come to kill us. They tell them that they know how to deal with us. We are youths. They mobilize them. Today they say that the only thing that can stop Biafra agitation is floating and projecting alternative narrative. And they have sold this to the Hausa Fulani masters of theirs. That if you allow IPOB to consolidate, that Nigeria will be history. Therefore, you have all manner of mushroom organizations coming up. They are pursuing contracts in Abuja, not for any other thing, but to destroy IPOB, to destroy the youths of Biafra land. And we are saying no. We say no to them because their hands are not clean. If you are our elder, you must behave like one. Elders stand against evil. They frown at bad conduct. They speak on behalf of their people. They protect, they stand in the gap for those who cannot protect themselves. In all counts, they have failed us. If anybody has any solution to this, let that person say it. If anybody has any reason why the younger generation whose future have been maimed, the future is now bleak for them as a result of the treacherous conduct of our people who are supposed to speak for us. Can anybody tell us otherwise why these youths, the future of tomorrow, cannot protect themselves, cannot take their future into their hands? If there is any genuine reason, after 51 years that genocide was unleashed on us, let that person tell us, and let that person give us a solution. But if there is no solution to that, I think that the presence of IPOB all over Biafra land, in the contraption called Nigeria and around the world, is something unparalleled and in progressive direction to rescue, to emancipate the people of Biafra, to indeed renew our trust in ourselves, to restore our dignity, to fix the fabrics of our society. IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, is here to restore Biafra. And we are not going back. Because what we are doing is justified. The Most High God is in charge. Heaven and earth are bearing us witness. And on this day, we take authority from the Most High God and command the land of the United States of America to obey Biafra. From today, anything we say, let us say it with every amount of authority and conviction and courage, and command it that it shall pass in our lives. If you want to go to the White House, go it with every amount of, go there with every amount of courage. Nothing will happen. Because we are the children of light. And when we appear, darkness will disappear. They should be afraid of us. Not us doing so. The other way around. The children, the sons and daughters of perdition in the contraption called Nigeria should be scampering for safety in our presence. We must allow the spirit of boldness and courage to take over this spirit of timidity and backwardness that has been controlling us. America has so much promise to his people. And a sizable number of us are also American citizens. Why is it that Biafra is not being discussed at the White House? It's a very direct responsibility on our shoulders. We are in an extraordinary situation, circumstance and situation, that we are not like every other race. Ours is different. We are on the edge. We are the most endangered species of human beings on this planet Earth. Genocide was committed against us. That injustice still lingers until today. And so many of us are even forgetting it. We are sweeping it under the carpet and somehow think that that is how life is. We are degenerating, not progressing. That is why Biafra genocide must be addressed. Whether the world likes it or not, they will continue to hear about it. And we shall continue to honor the memories of our own that pay the ultimate price that we have our freedom. And may the spirit of these gallant heroes and heroines of Biafra continue to rest in bosom of the Most High God. But may they never rest where their murderers are. May they continue to hunt them and their families. May they continue to torment them and their families, that they will never know peace, including those who have had hand in committing this genocide, this crime against humanity in Biafra land. May the joy and happiness they deprived Biafran families also be scarce in their homes, that they will never know peace. We ask Most High God to bless those who bless us. May He destroy those who want to destroy us. And may the camp of our enemies never know peace. May they continue to speak in hostile languages among themselves, that their evil plot against us shall collapse on top of them, that they will never survive it. We are the children of light. Let us profess positivism upon our lives. Let us profess goodness, prosperity upon our lives, that it shall come to pass. We pray the Most High God to continue to guide us, to continue to protect us. Anybody that thinks evil against us, may that person never know anything good. We shall go in peace and we shall come back in peace. Biafra shall be restored in our lifetime. and generations of Biafrans to come shall be beneficiaries of it.
Amen.
We will not forget our brothers and sisters who have been maimed, who are undergoing different degrees of pains and difficulties in different secret cells and detention centers in contraption called Nigeria. Their pains remain ours. Their injury remain ours. They shall not walk alone. Any assault on all of them remains so on all of us. That spirit of communal approach to issues must resonate among us. Let us abhor spirit of individualism. That is what has been drawing us backwards. As we gather today, may the Most High God bless this, our discussions, our rubbing minds together, that He may propel us, that He may bring us prosperity, that He may bring us progress, that He may lead us eventually into the land of Biafra. It shall be well with all of you and your families. IPOB,
one family.
IPOB,
One family.
one family.
IPOB.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So we, now that our deputy have addressed us, I gave out some numbers, some people. If I call your number and you have anything you want to say, please feel free to do so. I'll come to you and give you the microphone, but you have to come closer a little bit because of the length of the mic. So, are you all ready for with your questions? Okay, I hope so. Yeah, and then we have to really not make I'm not saying you should not make a statement. Yes, you can. But please limit it. The time matters a lot. You don't come in here and take all the time. You know, by the time you finish, it's time to go. So you make it as short as possible, 10, 20 minutes. No, 10, 5, about 5, 6, 7 minutes. Not so much. So who has number one? Who has number one?
Archbishop.
Oh, Archbishop, okay. Please speak to us. Yeah, let's face this way. Or you're asking your questions.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, Biafra.
The Bible says, we have a saying that says, honor to whom honor is due. The Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the God of Biafra, Odano Chazum, doesn't stay on back seat. Jesus said, I am the first, I am the last.